So, have you noticed that these days the trend is to normalize bad and toxic behavior? Think about it for a minute. How often do you see someone come online to tweet some absolute nonsense? Something that is a serious character flaw or just a toxic trait that they have. They tweet it and then you see people in the comments cheering them on. Typical example, somebody comes to tweet and the person says, "Oh, I never apologize, even when I'm wrong. I don't care, I don't apologize." And then you see like a whole bunch of people saying, "Oh my God, this is so me. Oh my God, same. Oh my God, OMG, I feel seen." What are we doing? That is, we take so much pride in the nonsense that we do these days. It's not as if we don't know that we are doing nonsense. We know that we are doing nonsense, but we are trying to pass it off as authenticity and being myself, what. And it's like, where and when exactly did we lose it as a society? When did we, how did we get here? It's pretty alarming. It's detrimental to our interpersonal relationships and even just societal harmony in general. These things are very detrimental because when you try to pass off toxic behavior as normal, we are changing the dynamics of so many different things. It gets to a point where it's like we can't even tell what is wrong and what is right anymore. We prioritize our egos and we do our best to avoid accountability. Literally, everybody is fighting for their right to be an asshole of some sort, you know. And I also want to say that this is actually quite dangerous and harmful to society. But then I can't even say that because we romanticize individualism too much. And that's another dangerous trend, actually. So you romanticize individualism to the point where you feel like you don't need people. And if you don't need people, then who are you behaving well for? Everybody can F off, right? And you just do you and behave anyhow. This lone wolf mentality, and it causes a shift towards self centeredness. And if you look at it today, see how many of us are so self centered, just selfish people moving up and down, people that are going to prioritize their own happiness, their own comfort over every single thing, everything else, and they don't give a damn, So this kind of self-centeredness and lone wolf mentality, it manifests in a lot of ways, You become somebody who doesn't know how to consider other people's feelings. You do not know how to compromise at all. And just the general toxicity that we see everywhere on social media and even in real life. So if people are just behaving anyhow that they like, you understand? It makes me wonder, do people these days actively learn to be this way? Like, are you learning to be a toxic person? Are you intentionally trying to be a toxic person, or somehow something has happened and you found yourself to be this way? Because I do have a theory about people who embrace toxic behavior. I think they have this need for validation, right? And so they seek validation through negative reactions. When you tweet something silly, you provoke some strong reactions, you understand? And then you are validated, or you feel like, oh, there's something interesting going on in my life. Or I don't know if I'm explaining what I'm trying to say properly, but I think you understand it. And also the social media influence where everybody just feels bold to say whatever nonsense they want to say without facing any consequences. So you can put out whatever harmful narrative, whatever harmful opinion you want, and because you're doing it from behind your keypad, there are no consequences for you. Okay, unless maybe somebody will get you arrested, like they'll get you arrested like we do in this part of the world sometimes. And then there's the lack of empathy. And this one blows my mind all the time because is it really that difficult to consider other people's feelings? Is it really that difficult to put yourself in someone else's shoes? Somebody posts her picture online and then everybody is coming to nitpick and say how ugly she is, this and that and that. Okay, she knows that she's ugly. What do you want her to do? Not exist anymore? And then I wonder, like, is this really who you are, or are you actively trying to be like this? You're just trying to seem you're just trying to be mean on purpose so that you seem tough. You seem like the person who, oh, I they talk my own as he day. I know they hide mouths. Like, what's going on? What's really going on? Are you just acting without empathy so that you look tough and nobody can joke with you? Or what is going on? Where did we lose it? It's crazy. So with us normalizing bad and toxic behavior and also with this lone wolf mentality, I just want to say that please, relationships are very important still. Relationships are still very important. And I don't even mean like just romantic relationships. Relationships with people. You meet people, you connect with them, you interact with them. These things are important for the sustenance of mankind or society, should I say. And it's getting more difficult, to make these connections because everybody is just on some BS, to be honest, right? Imagine coming on Twitter and seeing somebody advising you to actively learn how to be selfish, learn how to be a low effort lover, learn how to be a selfish friend. You blame it on mental health, you're prioritizing your mental health. Somebody is telling you to learn the art of gaslighting. Like that is what we are seeing today. It doesn't make any sense. So people's mindsets are decaying further and further every day, and people are getting bolder by the day with their BS, getting so comfortable in being bad people, you know. And something really needs to change. I don't know how that change is going to come about, but we really need to do something about it. We really need to do something about it. There has to be a change in mindset because this is not it. We all need each other to survive. We all need each other to exist. So the least we can do is be kind to each other. The least we can do is try to exist in a peaceful environment. It can't just be about you and how you feel about things and that's so I do. Take it or leave it. No, something has to give. Everybody has to be willing to compromise for the sake of harmony at least. you know but then that looks like it's so seems like it's so impossible to achieve, so maybe everybody should just find their tribe, people with whom you share similar values, and create a bubble, and maybe everybody else can go to hell. Maybe, I don't know. But all in all, we should all be kinder, we should all be more open and receptive towards others. We should be ready and willing and ready to learn and unlearn our toxic behaviors. Like, it's not healthy. It doesn't make any sense at all. Let's be serious.